Alright, let's get it. Now this is gonna be real crazy. This is the story of Reverend Willie Maxwell, the voodoo preacher. Willie Maxwell was this reverend who was charming, very well spoken, and very well knowledgeable about the Bible. He was also well respected and well known in Alabama, you hear me? But the locals in a small town called Coastal County, they lived in constant fear of the nigga because they all knew about the truth of who he was. Now let's get into it. Now he was a voodoo preacher who was a serial killer that couldn't be stopped. Homeboy was like Michael Myers in Alabama. Now what he was doing was gaining insurance and life policies off of all his victims.
He dibbles and dabbles in voodoo, but he uses those skills to cover up several murders that he committed.
All his family members, all his wives, brothers, cousins, nieces, uncles, and nephews. This man did not care, but peep how he did it though. Now between 1968 all the way to the 2000s was considered the golden era for serial killers. Now he was born in May 21st, 1935, a Gemini. He's one of like 9 kids. His mama was a housekeeper and his daddy was a sharecropper. He wound up getting older and he wound up entering the draft and serving as a sergeant in World War II. Now like I said earlier, he was handsome, he was very charming, he was very charismatic, very captivating. He had a lot of way with his words. So at this time, most men that was like this, they became preachers and reverends.
Imagine a tall, handsome man. Has a very nice build to him, a very smooth talk, and a smooth walk to go along with it. It seems like as soon as he speaks, everyone is just captivated by his words.
So then he wound up meeting his wife, where he fell in love with her at the Russell manufacturer. So then after that, around 1962, 63, he became a member at the Felipe Baptist Church. So the congregation fell in love with the fact that he was able to explain the scriptures. He was very thorough. He was very confident in the way he spoke of the word. And they say he was known to be able to say prayers that'll make everybody fall to their feet, you hear me? So after this, gaining all of this, height, he became a renowned minister across the whole Alabama. Now it's about to get deep. So he wound up going to Selma University to be able to perfect his craft. Selma University. And through that journey, he was awarded a certificate through theological studies. All right, now it's about to start getting deep, baby. Here we go. The wife wound up keeping the phone on the hook because he told her, just in case he called, he want her to be right by the phone, just in case something happened. Now, she thought this was pretty odd because she like, wait, what? So she went back inside and she started to wait for the reverend to call. Now, she wasn't really tripping at first because she know revivals tend to last a long time. And sometimes it could take, a good little minute for them to be able to finish their job, right? So around 10 o'clock p.m., she gets a call from this nigga Willie explaining that he was in an accident. She leaves the house, rushed to go to the accident, and never came back. All right, now time passing, right? Man, this man so slick. This is crazy, you hear me? Time get to passing, so around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, he calls the police and let the police know that his wife been missing. So when the investigators pulls up, he tells the people that when he left his revival, he stopped at a gas station to get something to drink, and when he made a phone call to his wife, she never picked up. So instead of going to actually look for his wife, since he's so in distraught and he really trying to figure out where his wife at, right? You know what he did? He went straight to sleep. That's what he did. Nah, so the investigators get to talking to the neighbors. The neighbors tell them what type of conversation they had with Willie's wife. She tells them that at the end of the day, he said something about that he was in a car accident. So she goes out to go see damages on the car and notice that he ain't got no type of damages, no scratches, no nothing on the car, right? So bam, look, the police pulls up on him, right? And they ask him, they say, hey, look, the neighbor said that you said something about you being in an accident. He tells the police, like, nah, you got it all wrong. I thought she was in an accident. So she might be confused, and her confusion is what's causing y'all to be confused. Yo, this man was so fired with manipulating. It's crazy. Hey, yo, this dude crazy. Now, people what this dude do, right? He tells the police, maybe you should go check on Highway 22. Maybe that's where the accident could have been at. Tell me why they go check where Highway 22 at, and that's exactly where her body was found at.
It didn't take long before they found Mary Lou's car. It was in a ditch next to some trees, but it hadn't struck any of the trees. Instead, it looked like the car had been parked there. The engine was running and the headlights were on. The car had suffered minimal damage, yet Mary Lou herself was found dead on the passenger side.
Man, when I tell you it get even more deeper, because we got to talk about all the next 4-5 victims, how this man was getting away with murder doing voodoo, because nobody can figure out how he was murdering everybody.
And she had not suffered minimal damage. There was blood everywhere. Her bruised body was drenched, and there was blood all over the inside of the car.